national political reporter for the Associated Press, and is live with us here at the Q. Can he do that? Can he bring in the establishment, more traditional conservative types, and make them believers?
I think that he'll go a long way to do that. And I know that he's very well liked among some of the more conservative or establishment donors. And Trump definitely needs help in that area, too. I think Governor Pence will be a huge asset on the fundraising front for Trump.
The optics weren't exactly what I think that the people inside the campaign had wanted upon the announcement of Mike Pence. Does that seem to be improving, or how would you assess that?
It's definitely improving, and that's why this is such a huge night for the governor and for the campaign as a whole. They're going to roll out of the convention as a team, and they're going to start doing some fundraising together. They're going to start doing some events together, and then they'll split off, and it'll be helpful for Trump to have another voice in the room, you know, spreading the message and convincing people that Trump will be great in the White House.
I read today, and have, I guess, for a couple of days, that Trump wants the vice president to take care of policy. Do you have reporting on that, and specifically, what does that mean?
Well, he's even said to a number of reporters that that was a huge consideration in his vice presidential search. He really wanted someone who could, you know, work the halls of Congress and really help him connect with lawmakers and advance his policies if he's elected. So that's not a big surprise.
The two of them are not in lockstep. I mean, the truth is, as Carl Cameron just said, Donald Trump is a lifelong Democrat who's come over to the Republican side and is now the Republican nominee. Mike Pence is a very conservative, Tea Party established person with truly different policy ideas and lifelong thoughts that are different from Donald Trump's. They say they're coming together, but are there evidence to back that up?
Well, there's evidence that they are far apart on certain policies, and that's why I think his speech is going to be so interesting to see how he navigates that, how he presents himself as comfortable with being on this ticket, not compromising his own values, and sort of carry forward that message to some people in the party who might still be really nervous about having Trump as the nominee.
Are insiders convinced that this convention is doing what they wanted, and that is uniting and trying at least to bring moderates or undecideds under the tent?
No.
No.
I don't think that they are.
Yeah.
I think that they really have an important couple of weeks coming up out of this convention. It was a little bit rocky, as you know, over the first couple of days, and that makes the next couple of weeks, you know, from the Democratic convention on, so important to the Trump campaign to really show that it's moving forward, it's professionalizing, it's taking voters seriously in the need to reach out to them. And I think Governor Pence will have a big role with that.
There are two different ways of thinking about what this convention has become. One is he couldn't get the former presidents and the muckety-mucks within Republican society in here, so he had to use his family. The other way to think of it is he needs to soften himself and show himself as a family man. And if that's your stance, this might be going better than many had thought and maybe even observed at the time. Donald Jr. was last night, and two tonight that are important.
Absolutely. The family is just universally thought of as a huge asset for Trump. The children in particular are very beloved by those who are close to Trump. People I talk to who are doing some fundraising for Trump say they frequently talk about the kids, point to the kids as an example of the fact that, you know, Trump really deep down is a great guy. He's got this great family, a blended family that he's hung together very well. The kids are all very loyal to him. They're all in business with him. They really speak highly of him, and they're actually helping convince some donors to give money to Trump.
Really? Because that's a place where they need help.
It is. They've been doing so sort of without their knowledge so far, because fundraisers I talk to say they point to the kids all the time as an example that, hey, Trump must not be so bad. But they're going to be doing it directly in the coming weeks. Donald Jr. is going to Houston on Monday to do his first solo fundraiser for his father. And the kids are just going to be out there helping raise money for him, helping get the funds that they really need to get out there and reach voters.
For the room last night, in this room, Donald Jr. was a hit. Tonight, the two who are speaking tonight are sort of known as even better than that.
That's true. Eric Trump, I think, will be a huge draw tonight. And, of course, Ivanka introducing her father tomorrow will be a really, really special moment for the Trump campaign. I think that the people who support Trump are just loving having the kids out there as much as possible. And I can see them being in commercials throughout the general election, really just carrying forward the father's message.
You said one son has the bug.
Yes, yes. This morning, Donald Jr. was at a Wall Street Journal breakfast talking about how he wouldn't rule out running for office in the future, and he sort of sees it as his patriotic duty.
Huh? So Bush's, Clinton's, and Trump's
You
family
never know.
affair.
You never know.
Julie Bykowicz from AP. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Yep.